Yo, what is up, you guys? Your boy Swag-kun back at it again with another video. And today, hold on, let me go ahead and adjust that right quick. Today we're going to be going over the main defense and final room tier list for NXB Ninja Voltage. Now, it has obviously been a tremendous minute since the last time we have done the defense tier list. If you guys have not checked out my attack mission main and support tier list, go ahead and check that out. It was my recent upload, but let's go ahead and get straight into it. So just like the last one, we are going to move around everybody who is already existing on the tier list and see where everyone, is now. And then we're going to go ahead and add in the brand new characters. I think I like this tier list better. Double S, S, A. And then for B, I put above average. And then C is mid AF. You know what I'm saying? And the D is obviously lowly caca like. You're only going to use them in the lowest of leagues, if that. So anyways, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Starting off for the main defense tier list, we have the boy One Ninja Sasuke. Unfortunately, the meta is changing, and because the meta is changing right now, the meta is so normally it was revival, right? Revival and revive cancel, but now the meta is damage nullification, because if you have a unit, whether they're amazing or kind of mid, if they have damage nullification in their X ultimate, they're automatically insanely better. So unfortunately, for that reason, on defense, Sasuke's new X ultimate is really good, but his old one is the one you want to use on defense, which has revive cancel. But because of that, and because of his lack of damage, unfortunately, we are going to drop him down to still clapping cheeks. Still clapping cheeks, bro. Unfortunately, but it is what it is. He's still he's probably still one of the best blue summon units in the game. So if you have that little blue summon tile, he's still very goated in that spot. But aside from that, still clapping cheeks. Madara, super underrated defender, super underrated. But for that same reason, I'm gonna put him in still clapping cheeks. We have Karma Boruto. We're gonna drop him down as well. He's just a little bit outdated. Same with Kawaki. Anbo Itachi is really good if you pair him up with somebody, but besides that, he is also going to be in still clapping cheeks. Edo Itachi is also going to drop down to still clapping cheeks. Now, I'm not saying these units are bad. These units can still definitely get you kills. They can still definitely hold their own. But like I said, with the damage nullification meta, and the way I'm basing it is based off of having Naruto the last attack your base, Sasuke the last attack your base, Baryon mode Naruto, like all of these new units who everyone is using as an attack mission main, I'm basing them going up against like the last units, you know what I'm saying? So if they can't necessarily hold their own against the last units, then they're gonna have to drop down a little bit. Even though they could be amazing support killers like Kid Kakashi and Kid Sasuke, I'm also gonna drop them down. But they're amazing support killers. So is Anbo Itachi, Kawaki, Karma Boruto, Madara, One Ninja Sasuke. Like, they're still great units, but the meta is shifting, and the gap between anniversary characters and non-anniversary characters is just increasingly getting bigger. So for that reason, I am gonna have to drop them down to still clapping cheeks, which is still respectable though, you know what I'm saying? OG Minato, we're gonna drop him down to above average. Narukage, he's probably gonna get a goated rekit soon, but for now he is gonna go in above average. We also have Mama Sakura also going in above average. On blue summon, she could probably go in still clapping cheeks, but aside from that, above average. And I think everybody else could kind of stay where they're at. These are obviously like top 5 units in the game right here. So aside from that, let's go ahead and get into the brand new units. Everyone else can kind of stay where they are. I think so. Yeah, I think that's cool right there. So with the brand new characters, starting off with the boy Naruto Light. As a main defender, he is a easy GOAT tier. Amazing damage, amazing AoE, gives himself damage nullification, revival, revive cancel. He does absolutely everything you need him to do. So for that reason, he is an easy GOAT tier unit. Next up, we have Shadow Sasuke. Shadow Sasuke is also going to be in the GOAT tier. He can easily one-shot any unit in the game. Insane damage with his limit break. Also has damage nullification. Also has revival. Also has revive cancel. Insane unit, bro. Insane survivability. Great crowd control. Overall, just an absolutely busted unit. So he is also gonna go in the GOAT tier. Next up, we have the boy Pervy Sage Jiraiya himself. Honestly, I think he's pretty underrated. I don't think he's in GOAT tier, but I actually do think he's an S tier. And I genuinely believe that he is actually better than most of these guys right here. Maybe an argument for like Madara, Wandering Ninja, or Kawaki, maybe Anbu, but Jiraiya has damage nullification on his new X ultimate, and if you don't have that new X ultimate, his old one has revive cancel. So overall pretty good. Also does crazy damage, has crazy survivability, does he's very tanky because he's a yellow type unit. His new limit break and old limit break do crazy amounts of damage, and overall he just has great crowd control. Crazy AoE, bro. Crazy. I honestly think he's super underrated. I think he did get a little overlooked because he obviously got overlooked by Tsunade being so crazy in Final Room, and then Nagato and all those guys, but he can definitely hold his own on defense, and I definitely think he's still very good. So for me personally, he can go in almost perfect. Now we're gonna go with Tsunade on the main defense. On main defense, I'm gonna put her in Still Clapping Cheeks. She could be a very good staller unit, and she's actually pretty solid on the blue summon, but aside from that, nothing too crazy. We're gonna put her in Still Clapping Cheeks. Momoshiki, I'm gonna put him in almost perfect because for the same reason, he's a very well balanced character, but he doesn't necessarily have something that really stands out. So he does solid damage, has solid survivability, solid invincibility, has damage nullification and revival. No revive cancel, but that's fine. But aside from that, he doesn't like excel in anything. He's just very good all around. Like, he doesn't do crazy damage. He doesn't do crazy stalling or invincibility like he used to. He's just a solid, balanced all-around unit. So for that reason, almost perfect. Nagato on the main defense floor, I'm also going to put in almost perfect. Crazy survivability, great invincibility. Limit break does a stupid amount of damage. Stupid chakra depletion, insane damage. So for that reason, he is going to go in almost perfect. Now, Deidara, he can be a little controversial, right? Because at Limit Break 3, he is arguably GOAT tier. At Limit Break 3, he's arguably GOAT tier. He gives himself damage nullification, has 2 jutsus that have double strip. But let's be 100% honest, 90% of people are not going to invest crazy into Deidara. I have had him in my base at Limit Break 1 for about a week now, and he gets clapped like 90% of the time. He's not that great. His AI is not that great. So me personally, for that reason, I'm going to put him in Still Clapping Cheeks. But I feel like if I put Deidara down here, I have to bump some people up, right? You know what? I'll probably keep Madara up here. Maybe Sasuke. Edo Itachi could probably stay there. And Kawaki is good when you pair him up with somebody. Anbu Itachi is the one I'm a little... He does have evasion strip though. And if you pair him up with like the last Naruto in a revival room, he's pretty good. But solo, nah. You know what? I'm gonna keep him here. I'm gonna keep him here. But I can see the argument for almost perfect. Almost perfect. Kawaki's damage is stupid. Edo Itachi is an amazing staller. Wandering Ninja Sasuke is an amazing staller as well and has revive cancel. Madara is fucking insane. He's one of the most underrated units in the game. But I think I feel okay with that. I think I feel okay with that. Like I said, defense is a little harder to gauge because there's Limit Break 2 and Limit Break 3 variables, you know what I'm saying? But with the new meta with damage nullification, it just gets a little harder, you know what I'm saying? Kawaki is revive cancel, so that helps him. Edo Itachi gets damage nullification and he also revives himself every single time he uses his X ultimate. Wandering Ninja Sasuke has great survivability, so does Madara, and they both do pretty solid damage. And everyone else has damage nullification. Deidara at Limit Break 3 easily goes up here. But at Limit Break 1, even Limit Break 2 or lower, I'm going to keep him here, in my opinion. So, anyways, this is going to be my main defense tier list. Please make sure y'all stick around. Final Room tier list is coming up next. So, I'm going to leave this up on the screen for a minute, and then we'll hop right into that. Let's check it out. Alright, here we go. Here we go with the Final Room tier list. Same exact thing. We're going to go ahead and move everybody around on the tier list first, and then we'll go ahead and add in the brand new characters added into the game. So, starting off with Boruto versus Momoshiki. He had his reign for a long time, my boy, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to drop you down to almost perfect. That invincibility still comes in clutch, but he's like a very like last resort, last option if you don't have like Gaara, Tsunade, Nagato, or Ren. He's like a borderline last option, so for that reason, almost perfect. Everyone else, let's see, we got Shisui. This hurts my soul, bro, because Shisui is literally my favorite Uchiha, but unfortunately, you're not gonna go on almost perfect. You're gonna go and clapping cheeks, my boy, which is still okay, but it's just, he's just getting a little bit left behind, a lot left behind, unfortunately. Everyone has evasion strip, invincibility strip, status strip, and those are the buffs that he gives, but overall, he could still be usable in kind of like solid mid leagues, but at Gokunin, Chonin, or higher, he's gonna get clapped, unfortunately. Gaara can still stay here because Gaara still has a really good X ultimate. Tsunade is a little better. No, Tsunade is better, and Nagato's better, but he's still very good by himself. So we're gonna keep him up here. Baryon, I'm gonna drop to almost perfect. He's still very good. I just think that there's better units in the game who give like overall team buffs. He's a little selfish. And I just think he's better in main defense. In Final Room, he's still good, but I just think everyone else here, actually Final Valley Sasuke could go down here too. Final Valley Sasuke is a little selfish too. Right now, Final Room is like dependent on like team invincibility, giving your team buffs, giving your team survivability, revival and stuff like that. So for that reason, they are both very good. In general, they're very good, do insane damage. But in Final Room, there's just better units who contribute more to the team. So for that reason, almost perfect. Where else we got? Anbo Itachi, you're gonna go in clapping cheeks. Kid Kakashi, clapping cheeks. Running Ninja Sasuke, clapping cheeks. Sasuke, clapping cheeks. Who else we got? Mama Sakura, clapping cheeks. And Madara, clapping cheeks. That should be cool. I think I'm cool with that. Everyone else, Narukage is not bad. Like, he does technically still, he does like what Shisui does. You know what I'm saying? So for that reason, I keep him there. Kawaki gives everyone invincibility and an evasion buff. He does pretty good damage, so overall if you pair him with 20th anniversary Naruto, not too bad. These guys decrease paralysis, decrease seal. She's pretty good. Kid Sasuke, great damage. One in the Sasuke, great damage. Anbo Itachi, OG Minato can probably still hold his own. Edo Itachi, Kayla Minato, and Karma. I feel like that's okay. I feel like you can use them in like the mid tiers. They still like contribute a lot, so overall I could probably keep them there. And everyone else could probably stay where they're at, I believe. Yeah, I think that's cool. I think that's cool. Okay, so now let's go ahead and hop into the brand new characters. We have Naruto Light starting off. Low League, easy go tier, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Easy go tier for my boy Naruto Light. This man literally gives like every single buff in the fucking game. He has crazy AoE. Crazy invincibility for the squad, revive cancel, damage nullification, gives himself revival. Busted unit overall, absolutely busted. But with him you only want to use 2 jutsus. Just use his new jutsus, don't use his old limit break. Only the 2 new jutsus and you're good to go, bro. Man is absolutely goated. Shadow Sasuke also actually belongs in the GOAT tier. I feel like a lot of people overlook him, but he gives a lot of team buffs. He does really good crowd control with his 4-star. And his new limit break does really good damage, and his old limit break increases X ultimate resistances, and he also gives everyone invincibility. He used to be a busted Final Room unit back in the day when he first came out, but now again he's actually very underrated in Final Room. A lot of people don't use him there. I mean, there's like the goated Final Room is like Final Valley, KLM, and Naruto Light with like a instacast unit like Gaara or Tsunade or Nagato, but after them he's definitely up next. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, he's still very, very good. Jiraiya, in my opinion, also a super underrated Final Room unit. He's going to go in almost perfect for me. Very good. Gives team invincibility, gives team buffs, does crazy damage, and has really good crowd control. Overall, can't go wrong. He's actually very solid in Final Room. Tsunade, she is easy GOAT tier as well. She did get a little bit outshined by Nagato, who just came up as well, but that doesn't mean that she's booty, bruh. You equip her with her heal, her new limit break, and her old limit break. AI works perfectly fine. Crazy unit, instacast her heal, crazy support as well. And her X ultimate also gives everybody revival and damage nullification, which is pretty good. Overall, very, very good unit. Nagato is also easy GOAT tier. This man is the brand new best unit in Final Room. He saves everybody. Well, his AI can be a little clunky. Bandai nerfed his ass right after they found out how broken he was in Final Room, which is stupid. So if you're having trouble with Nagato, just unequip his jutsus, equip them again, and you want to go 4-star with new limit break after. If that's still giving you problems, sometimes if you put 4-star, then a space, and then new limit break, that works out as well. If you don't know how to do that, equip one of his old jutsu. So you're gonna go new 4-star, old jutsu, new limit break, and then completely remove the old jutsu card from his ninja card set, and it'll leave that little gap. That works out too. It's worked out for me, and he still does very, very good in my base. So Nagato, easy GOAT tier, but if they nerf his ass, which I hope they don't, he is gonna have to drop down. But for now, he is the best Final Room unit in the game. Momoshiki, I'm gonna put him in almost perfect. Momoshiki is an almost perfect Final Room unit. I also think he's actually super underrated. In Final Room, I'm gonna put him in almost perfect. Has a great crowd control with his whirlpool limit break, and then his 4-star jutsu sucks enemies in and then throws them away. He's actually very, very good in Final Room. Obviously, he's not as good as these guys up here, but if you don't have anyone else, he's actually a very solid option as well. And finally, Deidara. Deidara is gonna go in Still Clapping Cheeks. He's pretty ass in Final Room, I'm not gonna lie. Again, at Limit Break 3 at max potential, he could probably be pretty good because he has double strip on both jutsus, but just selfish with his buffs, does pretty good damage. But aside from that, nothing too crazy, and keeping it 1,000, hardly nobody's gonna have him at Limit Break 3. So for that reason, he is gonna be in Still Clapping Cheeks. So this is my Final Room tier list and main defense tier list. So please go ahead and drop down in the comment section. Let me know, would you guys move anyone around, add anyone in, take anyone out? I would love to hear your guys' opinions. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, stay swaggy, stay blessed, and I will see you guys in the next one.